screen fades in on Antarctica with icy winds and the deep crack of splitting ice. Camera pans slowly across a massive iceberg. Narrator, dramatic tone. Once, it ruled the frozen seas, the largest iceberg on Earth, but now it crumbles piece by piece into the ocean. At the same time, far away in a small laboratory, something extraordinary is awakening, not in ice but in the brain of a tiny mouse. This is the story of endings and beginnings, collapse and discovery, despair and hope. Part 1. The Queen's Fall. Iceberg at 23 visuals. Satellite. Images of iceberg. A 2-3 driftis, breaking apart, huge chunks falling into the sea. Narrator. Meet A2-3-4 decades, the world's largest iceberg. It was so massive that you could fit an entire US state like Rhode Island onto its frozen surface. Over 1,400 square miles of ice, drifting in the Southern Ocean like a sleeping giant. Sound of ice cracking, waves crashing. But its reign is ending. Since May 2025, A23A has lost nearly 80% of its mass. From 1,418 square miles, it has shrunk to just 656. Scientists say it's being torn apart by powerful ocean currents strengthened by a warming planet. Visuals. Time-lapse of shrinking ice. Red heat maps spreading across the ocean. Each fracture, each colossal block disappearing beneath the waves, is more than ice breaking. It is a signal, a sign of how fragile Earth's frozen frontiers have become. Icebergs were once symbols of endurance. Now they are warnings. Part 2. Inside the mouse mind. Scene shifts from icy seas to a glowing laboratory. Microscopes, computer screens, and a mouse brain under fluorescent light. Narrator. Tone softens. More curious. But while nature reminds us of collapse, science gives us a glimpse of renewal. In a groundbreaking leap, researchers have mapped 600,000 brain cells in a single mouse. 600,000 neurons, each one a spark in the storm of thought. Visuals. 3D animations of neurons firing, connections spreading like constellations. This discovery rewrites neuroscience. For years, scientists could only guess how decisions are formed, how memory works, how thoughts flicker into being. Now, they can see it clearly, vividly, in incredible detail. It's like stepping from a blurry sketch into high-definition reality. Pause, zoom into neuron animation, and here's the contrast. While a mountain of ice collapses into the sea, a universe of knowledge opens inside a brain no bigger than your thumbnail. One story whispers of endings. The other speaks of beginnings. Part 3. Two worlds, one message. Montage. Split-screen iceberg crumbling on one side, neurons glowing on the other. Narrator. So, what connects a dying iceberg with a living brain? At first glance, nothing. One is ancient, frozen, and fading. The other is modern, alive, and revealing. But both are frontiers. Both remind us of what we stand to lose, and what we still stand to gain. Visuals. Waves crashing, neurons sparking like fireflies. The iceberg teaches us fragility. It warns of a world slipping toward instability. The brain teaches us resilience. It shows us the brilliance of human discovery. Together, they mirror one another. Nature collapsing, science rising. Part 4. A wake-up call. Visuals. Children playing, researchers at work, melting icebergs, busy city streets. Narrator. Inspiring, urgent tone. Think about it. While glaciers vanish, we build maps of the mind. While seas rise, we unlock the secrets of thought. Humanity is balanced on a razor's edge, one foot in destruction, the other in discovery. Slow zoom out to Earth from space. This isn't just news, it's a wake-up call. The melting ice demands urgency, action, change. The mapped brain demands imagination, persistence, and hope. Together, they ask us, what future will we choose? A future of collapse, or a future of awakening? Ending scene. Visuals. The last fragments of A23A drift into the sea. Cut to glowing neurons lighting up like stars in a night sky. Narrator: quiet. The queen of icebergs may have fallen. But in the sparks of a mouse brain, a new kingdom rises not of ice, but of understanding. Ice may fall, but the mind awakens. And maybe, just maybe, that knowledge will help us save not only the ice, not only the climate, but ourselves. On-screen text fades in. The story continues. What role will you play? Please like, share, and subscribe.